So, so you heard. Why you not even looking at me, bro? So did you hear Steve Harvey and his daughter Lori Harvey had a fight? Called it a family feud.
That shit jog groovy.
It is.
What's up, y'all? We back in the lab. We back in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Captain's Logs podcast, a YouTube show. I'm your host, Robert Marbury.
And I'm your co-host, Rick Snight. What's going on?
Man, how y'all doing this evening? First off, I want to let y'all know my bad. Our bad. We supposed to start at 7:30 Sharpington. And something happened, man. So we had to make a quick little clutch move to get us back in. So we starting at 8:01. You know what I mean? Don't kill us.
I'll do push-ups.
Yeah, we'll do some push-ups, man. But what's going on? You good?
I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
I'm tired, man. The telework holding me down. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to job, like get back on the good foot, man. But how was your week though, man? Tell them I'm gonna move the camera.
It was good. The week was all right. Just low key. You know, got a lot of stuff going on at work and, you know, family stuff back and forth with the kiddos and school and so on and so forth. But everything's good, man. We were just chilling low key, maintaining. What about yours?
Speaking of that, don't you never bring it up. So look, topics for the night. We're going to let you know from the beginning. We're talking about the kids back in school, et cetera with that. Then we're going to go to the shopping cart killer. Get in that a little bit. Then we're gonna get into this Ukraine-Russia conflict thing, man. Some really important shit. But first and foremost, there's another guy named Captain's Log in the Captain's Log chat.
I see that.
Who is this guy?
Who's this man?
Just know I trademarked that shit first. Anyway, kids back in school.
Yeah.
I had zero faith, bro.
That
them kids was going back to school when they sent them home. What, right before Christmas break, and they said, yeah, we're gonna keep them home till mid-January. I had minus zero faith that they was going to fuck back to school, bro. I was for sure that my life was over again, and I was just gonna be crying in the bathroom every morning, and I was gonna be taking shots at noon because we was gonna be doing this virtual school and shit with these kids. And then they came out the blue and said, "Oh, nah, they going back."
Surprise,
with some stipulations.
Yeah.
But they said they going back. So I'm very, very, very happy. Now I know this is a controversial topic, man. Some niggas ain't really feeling what I'm saying, but guess what? I don't give a shit. Like you ain't dealing with. Obviously, you're not dealing with what I'm dealing with. If you got a child, listen. Let's say you telework, or maybe you don't telework. Let's say you don't telework, and you got a child that's anywhere between 5 and 11 and 12 years old. And now you can't go in, or somebody got to babysit your child every day because you got to go to virtual school. But if people are like, oh, it's not safe. Bruh, send them fucking kids back to school, bruh. And I really say this, the main thing is like, these are children. Like you're really taking away, like you're really taking away like that this little bit of childhood they're gonna have left by keeping them in the fucking house every day. It's only been so much we can do to entertain them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you think?
Situation dictates. And the reason why I say that is because everybody no. Listen, no, by all means, I want them to go back to school, right? They need that social, that they need them social lessons, whether they're in kindergarten, third grade, or middle school, going into high school, whatever. Like they need that social interacting with other students or just other people in general, just to get them out the house, because when they're in the house, when everybody's in the house too long, shit can go way left. But like
Absolutely.
I said, situation dictates, right? So it works. The virtual thing works out better for some families more than others. So that's the only reason why I say situation dictates. Because some people, they can't afford to have daycare, so virtual school does work for them to go. And then some people can afford to do everything and their kids can go, whatever. Some people feel comfortable, some people don't. Whatever, pick your poison, just be safe. Mine is at school. So was that too political for you?
I give you that shit, nigga.
I'm good with virtual school in my house with my kids. I got 3 of them things, and we good.
That's some bullshit.
We good. We
Listen,
Gucci.
My kids going crazy. Everybody in this bitch gaining weight. I got 35 more gray hairs. I'm going bald.
Yeah, join the gang. Join the gang.
Bro, they gotta go back to school, dog.
Join the ball game.
You never really understand like how important that shit is to get up.
It is.
Go.
But even still, with them going to school now, it's not the same as what it used to be.
It's not. They wearing masks all day. They got to get the COVID test every week. How you feel about them COVID tests though? Weekly COVID tests every Sunday by 7 p.m.
So I'm mad, but I'm not mad, right? So I'm mad because my babies don't like it. Like my youngest, like tear it up. Like I was just like, oh no. Like I felt bad having to do that. But on the other end, what else are they going to do? That's the best thing they came up with was to test every week.
Very smart.
I just found it funny how like 2 weeks ago nobody can fucking get a COVID test, and now the kids are getting them.
Exactly.
But no.
So maybe
I digress.
So maybe this is what they was prepping for.
Maybe, possibly.
This is look, we need all the COVID tests here. You can't get them shits at Walgreens or CVS or none of that.
You got to think about it. They stock up on that stuff too. So just like it's the same thing with like gloves and shit like that. Like you're limited to how many packs of gloves you can get on Amazon.
But you also got
I'm probably sure that they reserved the surplus of COVID tests for schools and hospitals and stuff like that, and just reduce the number that was going out to the public, which makes sense.
But you still got these niggas out here that are going to the store and try to get as many COVID tests as they want, and then go in the car and then send somebody else in the car to get as many COVID tests. It's the same thing with the food shortage. They're like, oh shit, like my mom was like, oh, it's gonna be a food shortage and all that. So I'm like, Mom, chill out.
But it is.
And then the whole time it is, I was just like, I'm not giving her the credit because she always got some damn
wild. But everything's has second and third order of effects. We got a lot of stuff that we have going on within the nation and outside the nation that applies to us that a lot of people are not tracking, and we'll talk to about later on.
We will get into that. So my thing on the COVID test, of course, number one, my kids don't like it. Yeah. My daughter is doing this thing, and my son is acting like he had something he needed to do upstairs. Bring your ass here. Let's get this fucking test done.
Huh?
Because at the end of the day,
I was washing the dishes. Boy, you ain't washed those dishes.
Ain't no dishes in your room. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no sink in there. But as far as saving us the time, saving us time to have to go out here and schedule an appointment at Kaiser or one of these pull-up places where you can get rapid tests, or driving to different stores to find a rapid test. You sending them home with 2 tests every other week, then at least we'll kind of be ahead of it, and we don't have to go out here to find out. But the thing is, it's like,
let's put more responsibility on you though, as far as adhering to CDC guidelines, right? So now what happens is you testing your kid every week. Your kid tests positive for COVID. Who's going to be doing contact tracing? You. Where were we in the past 24 hours for a shake and shake to catch coronavirus? Well, now you got to start doing that. So I mean, it was smart in there.
Well, pretty much if one person house get it, we're pretty much all fucked.
Yeah.
So
that's their way of handing it off to the consumer and having them figure it out your fucking self.
Well, listen, they didn't say it was going to be pretty.
No.
But it's going to get done. But at this point, I mean, with the teacher shortage and the bus shortage and all that, I get all that, man. But these fucking kids need to be in school, bro.
They do. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't hold no fault to nobody, right? Because I can't sit here and tell somebody that they're doing a shitty job at their job if I've never done their job. I don't know how I would handle this situation if I was in a power group. I think I can handle a little bit better due to my experience with, operations and stuff like that. But I can't get mad. I just adapt and fucking, shoot, move, communicate. Like that's the only thing I can do. Because if that was the case, then I'll be mad and pissed off all the time.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, you can't really, just for me sitting back watching, you know what I'm saying? I know how frustrating it is to be in a Microsoft Teams meeting or a Zoom meeting for work, and it's only 5 or 6 of us.
And
you're talking about, 1, maybe 2 teachers with, anywhere from 0 to 30 kids, and everybody got their hand raised, and only 2 or 3 of them getting picked. So now these kids got an attitude because you're not choosing them.
It's so many variables that goes on with that shit.
And now you as the parent, you doing double duty because you got to be watching your kid and you got to be watching the teacher.
Well, it ain't no better in school because now they're closing some schools, right?
Yeah.
Which means the classes are now going to be increased probably from 25 to 30, which they already are, to like 40, probably like 50, almost 60, right?
Yeah.
You can't maintain social distance with that. Schools are already petri dishes as it is. And then you got teachers that are asking the parents to buy shit like, can you buy these biotech curtains so I can put them up in my classroom for your child to be safe? Yes. One of my kids' teacher has sent a message out with an Amazon link, was like, buy these for your kids.
I was just going to say, I was like, that's on Amazon. I mean,
she and I was like, no, they were like $50 a piece. But that's not the point though.
How long do they last?
But not even that. Why the fuck isn't the school providing that? Why the fuck I gotta pay for that shit?
You see they're asking for this from every parent.
No, it was just one teacher.
Oh man, she tried.
So and I give it to her, and I understand why she's doing it right. Unfortunately she lost somebody to COVID, so like now she's triggered, and she has a very, very bad vibe and feel with it. So she goes above and beyond to protect herself, which is understandable. But you have to be within the guidelines of and within your resources. Like that's crazy. Like when I seen that message in fucking what's that shit? Class Dojo, I was like, Tasha was like, what the hell? I'm like, she's asking for these. And then like came out with this whole story about shit going on at our house. Like, no, like the school should be provided for that. But then I'm not surprised because before COVID started, most of these schools in our county had shitty ventilation. They needed to be remodeled. And then now they're putting band-aids on shit and not fixing it. A lot of these schools, some of these schools that went down the right path, like Fairmont. Yeah. That got rebuilt. Brand new joint. Nice. They need to do that to a whole bunch. Like William Paker is the same William Paker when I went. They haven't upgraded enough, but put some fucking paint on the walls. So it's crazy.
But if they do that, where they want to send them kids at, it's still gonna be that little bit of heartache in between building a school and
that's fine. I mean, but the thing about it is,
well, you gotta do something.
But the thing about it is now getting to the point that PG County is becoming overcrowded. Because
it's been overcrowded.
I know, but it's like overcrowded. Like it's like at the 10 times past capacity. If I would say, reason being because at what Fairmont did was they kept the old one open while they built the new one. You can't do that with every school.
No, you can't.
And you can't find a different location. So it's just like
sometimes they're gonna tear down that school and rebuild it in the same spot. They did that.
So it's like I said, it's I don't know. That shit's above my pay grade. So as long as I ain't got to deal with that and I ain't got cuss nobody out of school or whatever.
They gonna be cussing. Anyway, well,
for my babies, yes.
Best of luck to the kids, man. But tomorrow at 6:45, when that alarm go, get your ass up. Get your motherfucking Captain Crunch. Get your mask. You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Happy learning. That's all right, man. But we're gonna move on, man. Go ahead.
So, are you into crime shows and documentaries and shit like that?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
The closest you get in crime for me is Ozark. It is banging right now.
What? So, loose secret. Well, not secret, but weird. I don't know. Some people do it too. And a lot of people actually do it. Like, I watch a lot of crime TV shows and documentaries and shit like that. No shit like CSCI and none of that. Like, I actually watch like real documentaries, like serial killers, crazy shit. Like, I watch that shit like First 48. Like, I can binge watch that over and over and over and over.
You know what the biggest podcast genre is, right?
Yeah, crime stories.
True crime.
So, if you don't know, there's a serial killer amongst us. He was as of right now, as of 2 weeks ago, it was the 5th body of this lady that was found. She was from California. She was vacationing in DC, and she was found deceased in a shopping cart. So this is like the 5th time that this happened. So they deemed him the shopping cart killer. So what happens is he meets these ladies through dating apps and so on and so forth.
Tinder and shit. Huh?
I forgot the name of the daggone app. It's some crazy app. So it's some app that you're not familiar with. But they meet on the dating app and they meet. He's met them at a hotel in Alexandria called the Moon Hotel. He's used this hotel over.
Like I done drove past this shit before.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure most of us probably drove past it and never thought about it. But two of his victims were found by the motel in shopping carts. So what he does is he meets them, he does his thing, he beats them to death, and then he puts them in a shopping cart, carry them to their final resting place, and leaves them there. Deemed the shopping cart killer. He's like 35 years old. He's a black guy, which is
so they ain't caught him yet.
No, they caught him, but they only.
But the bodies are still popping up.
So the latest body just popped up. So they're connecting them all. So two of them, two that he was convicted for. It was evidence connecting them. Like one lady, she wrote a check to that motel, and then the other lady, they got video surveillance and phone calls and text messages. So that's how he got tied to the other two. But the other three were found deceased the same way as the first two. So, yeah. So that happened in like Fairfax. Like it's local, like right across the bridge, local. So I thought it was interesting. I'm waiting to see, you know, if they're going to charge him with the other three bodies or not. But you know, condolences. But
Virginia full of weirdos, bro.
Oh, man.
Let's just start there. Nigga, if you from Virginia, bro, look, y'all weirdos, bro. Every morning, bro, like I be thinking like DC be bad, it be murders here, murders there, or PG County, but Virginia always got some. They gonna be on some next level shit, bro.
Yeah, you might
cutting these hoes up and putting them in the fucking Target shopping cart, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. And then what's crazy is I'm not trying to bring the race thing in it, but I have to. It was a black guy, which is very unlikely,
very rare
for black men to become serial killers. We
don't be doing.
You talk to
like
an FBI profiler, they'll tell you that it's normally a white male, but it's a black guy.
So, man.
I'm telling you. So and I don't know, maybe because of the things that I've done in the past, why I got a niche for stuff like that. Like I watch it, I think it's interesting. Like watching interrogations, I watch that. It's interesting. Learning how to, you know, how the human body, emotions, psychology, and stuff works like that is interesting. That's why I watch it.
You ever seen that joint on Netflix, the Mind Hunter?
Yeah, of course.
That joint was sweet.
Yeah,
I was waiting on a new season there, but I don't think we're gonna get it, man. I don't know. I don't really hate
Forensic Files, like shit. Them jokes used to be on when I was little, up late at night. And I was watching them jokes.
Timothy McNeil said, "Yeah, first 48." So you got your
What's up, Tim?
You got somebody y'all can have a little, you know.
Yeah, that's my man. So you know who Tim is?
No.
Tim is Ronan's breeder.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Shout out to Queen City Connie Corsos. Best Connie Corsos on the planet. Big Tim.
Tim, I just want to let you know the dog's too motherfucking big. I'm just gonna leave it there. I mean, nice looking dog, nice, healthy. But that little gallop towards me. Slow your big ass down. Yeah, and it's dark, so I'm like, I'm thinking I'm looking back here. He's right in front of me. I'm like, nah, the dog too motherfucking big, bro. I'm sorry. Nigga, just give me a motherfucking Shih Tzu or something. But man, as far as this whole shopping cart shit, man, I think it's you know, they put a name on anything. But at least he behind bars, man. Hopefully, don't no more bodies come up, but. It's unfortunate, man. It's fucking world full of weirdos, man. And
what's up, cuzzo?
It's just a world full of weirdos, bro.
It is, man. So you know, just be safe. You never know who somebody is. No
you don't,
how
bro.
long you're dealing with them. You know how long you like. It's
period. I mean, even just being out and about, being vigilant, even in broad daylight, bro. Like you have to watch. Like your surroundings, what's going on? Like that's why, like, well, you know what I used to do?
Situational awareness.
You know what I used to do, bro, all the time? I would always be on the phone. If I was going somewhere, like I say it's 7:00, it's dark outside. I'm going to the liquor store. I'm going picking up a little bottle or something. I'll be on the phone and I have it in my ear. I'm having good old conversation.
You didn't have a Bluetooth?
Yeah, that goofy shit.
You didn't have a Bluetooth like everybody else did?
It should be hurting my ears, bro. My ears are small. So I'm like this. I'm doing the ear shoulder thing. And like not realizing that I'm just totally blind to everything that's going around me. You know me, I didn't care. So when we were staying in District Heights, I'm going right around the corner. I'm walking up in there. I'm like, I don't care. Like, bro, in my mind, as long as I'm just kind of moseying along, in my mind, won't nobody fuck with me. Of course, that's not true. But you know, that's just me rolling the dice.
That's a key opportunity for your ass to get dealt with.
Yeah, but
because you're not paying attention.
I'm not
saying that you do that now, but that's what they do. Most people that you know deal with those type of crimes are opportunists. So they wait for opportunities, like when you're not paying attention to snatch your phone and shit like that. But
Absolutely.
I wish a motherfucker would.
But I'm also like that. So I mean, it ain't gonna be no easy picking shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I felt. I was like, look, I'm out of here. If you really want to jump out there, we can see what's going on. You know what I mean?
I tell people, being their P's and Q's all the time. So, there's always a way to protect yourself. And you can find out at Snipe Trading.
They just threw the free promo. Well, shout out to the Shopping Cart Killer. May you burn in hell.
Yeah.
So what else is going on in the world, man?
So interesting topic for me, especially for work. But I don't think a lot of people are actually really paying attention to this topic. It's the Ukraine and Russia conflict, right? So a little history. Originally, Ukraine was part of the Soviet Union, and they broke off in 1991.
Okay.
94, Ukraine handed over all of their, strategic missiles and nuclear warheads to Russia, an event that pretty much breaking the deal with the United States, saying like, hey, if we hand over our stuff to Russia, you're supposed to protect us if anybody was to invade our country. Fast forward to now, Russia has Ukraine surrounded on 3 sides, postured to invade, like with over 170,000 fucking troops, mech brigades and so on and so forth. But what that means is, and a lot of people don't pay attention to this country, neither. They hear about it in the news, but I don't think really people deep dive. If Russia invades Ukraine, Ukraine is a part of the Europe alliance, NATO. So, and based on this amendment that they had in 94, we have to provide support. Now, we've already provided, like they made the Pentagon announced today that they put 8,500 soldiers on alert. So that's all your special forces soldiers. And, I'm about to go fuck some shit up. Those are all your door knockers, right? So the elite door knockers, they postured 8,500 for high alert. But then we sent them over 90 tons worth of weapons and equipment like last week, 2 weeks ago. So we're already supporting them from afar. So if shit jumps off, if Russia invades Ukraine, China would then have the strategic advantage to go attack Taiwan, which has been going on for a while too, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are not tracking, which we also help support. So look at it like this: if Russia invades Ukraine, that's a key window for China to invade Taiwan. Then the U.S. is going to have to fight on 2 different fronts. Now you're splitting your forces. So with that being said, then you have things like inflation, food shortages, and we're in the middle of dealing with a pandemic.
We're gonna be thin,
man.
We already thin,
man. So I say that to just tell people, just to be knowledgeable on what's going on, even though it's outside of your neighborhood and you feel like it really doesn't affect you. It really does. Like these gas prices and food shortages and all this other stuff, like that stuff is all of this. War has a second and third orders effects on everything. So if you haven't been around for the Iraqs and the freaking the Afghanistans, like once that military budget starts going, shit gets real tight, shit gets real expensive, and shit gets crazy. So do I think that we're going to be like boots on ground fighting in Ukraine? No. I mean, but we helped them in 2014. A lot of people probably don't know. Russia invaded Ukraine in 2014, and we provided a little bit of help. But I'm not thinking about like no World War III, nation type war type shit. But just something to be cognizant, man, because a lot of people are not really tracking this shit like that. That affects us heavily, especially China. Like China's been messing with Taiwan for so long. Recently, everything has a strategic plan to it. So if Ukraine takes over. If Russia invades Ukraine, then that bottom of the portion is surrounded by Lithuania and Poland, which are also European allies. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy.
And it's crazy. There's always some shit like this going on, bro.
Always.
And they don't push that shit like that on the news like that. They'll bring it up here and there. The only time you really catch this shit constantly is if you're looking at like CNN or something.
CNN. I mean, I hate those. I try to find somebody that's unbiased, right? Because when it comes to CNN and fucking Fox News or whatever, but I just encourage people to do your research. Just do your research, right? And then find out what's going on in the world around you and how it might affect you. I guarantee you some of the questions that you have may get answered just by them researchers and stuff. So that's my take on it.
So are you worried like there's something might happen soon, or you think it's going to be just kind of a standoff, or you think like something's
So right now everybody's just postured up and waiting to see what Russia's going to do. So everything is going to be a react rather than a offense. So it's if Russia invades, who knows what the fuck's going to happen? It just all depends on how they invade. You see what I'm saying? So situation dictates. I don't think that we're going to be like balls to the wall charging like we did first dropped in Iraq and Afghanistan, but we're going to this the whole Europe alliance and NATO, it's made up of a whole bunch of different countries, so everybody has to, it's not just us. I don't care about the other countries, you know what I mean, but the US does play a major role in it because we have one of the best military in the world. Just go through that.
And everybody's shit.
So it's just that we're once again involved in some other shit that we might have to deal with. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Who knows? Don't hold me to anything, but situation dictates, and we're pretty much all just waiting to see what the fuck Putin's going to do.
Well, on that note, man, if you're active duty, it's better be on standby, man. Because once you get that call, it's time to go.
Yeah, a lot of units. I'm pretty sure they've already been prepping for stuff, or at least doing exercises or whatever that can provide direct support to UCOM. So.
Yeah, honestly, man, the only thing that really scares me about this whole shit is like when we going up against these countries that are just similar to power as we are, is when you get to the point where motherfuckers like, what, I'm tired of this, and they start pushing buttons and shooting shit in the fucking air. Yeah. And even though we probably got something to shoot that shit out of the air, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just worry like if that one just makes it pass, or they blow that shit up, and then it's radiation or something just fucking sprinkling everywhere all over the ocean or in the country. Like, that's what really scares me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that, old fashioned just shooting at each other real tactically. That shit dangerous too. But I'm talking about like just the weapons of mass destruction, all that shit. That'd be really the shit I'd be looking out for. So, I try to stay abreast to it, but when is it not something going on? You know what I'm saying?
It's a risk for everything. Whether you walking out your fucking front door or whether the nation is at a risk, like you're always at a risk. And I stay on my P's and Q's and have maximum situational awareness everywhere I go. And I try to, prepare myself for the fight regardless of where I'm at. So it's a mindset thing. People don't want to. Some people don't. I'm not gonna say all people. Some people don't want to live that way, but it's a mindset thing for a lot of people. So
somebody got to do it.
Somebody has to do it, and it might just be me.
Well, we got you covered, man. We had them care packages on deck for you.
You know what I'm saying? Just send me some snickerdoodles from Iverson Mall.
You got any words of wisdom for the people tonight?
I do. I got another dad joke too. You know it.
I didn't fucking ask about that, but
I got another one. So I got a good quote. So the quote I have for today, it's never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. Say that again. Never be limited by other people's limited imaginations. That is a quote from Dr. Mae Jameson. If you don't know who Dr. Mae Jameson is, she is the first African-American female to be an astronaut and go into space.
Shout out to her. Shout out to astronauts.
Yeah.
I got some words of wisdom too.
I'm gonna hit you with my dad joke.
I got some words of wisdom slash a gripe. I just want to let you know, whenever I say I got words of wisdom, it's a bitch. It's really just a gripe. I got two. First of all, when you're in the parking lot, we talking just a big parking lot. Do not drive across the lanes. when you really realize like how fucking dangerous that is. You drive across the lanes and you going in between cars. Can't nobody see you. Just imagine somebody walking with their kids in a grocery cart, and you fucking knock all this shit over, or you knock them over because you just can't go to the end and fucking turn.
Yeah, that's
so that's one. Two, I'm still on the grocery store because I'm saying this is the shit. Yeah, two. Get up. That shit was the delay.
Amber.
When I'm in the grocery store, when I'm in the store, if I'm in the line and I'm putting my goddamn groceries on the cart, back the fuck up.
And I maintain the 6 feet.
I don't need you putting my PIN number in for me. Back the fuck up.
Damn, they that close?
Bro, where I put the little divider at, that's where your ass need to be, all right? I'll take the divider and toss that bitch to the back.
What divider? What is
the little divider? When you putting your groceries on there, you want to be courteous and you done. You say,
oh yeah,
pull it from there and say,
the little line,
there you go. You have that little bit of space to put it on there. Back the fuck up, all right? Y'all be too close.
Maybe you want to change the time that you go to the grocery store. I go either very early or late at night.
People need to change themselves, goddammit. You know, my wife told me
people not going to change, bro. You can't expect people to do shit that you would do. You will forever be disappointed.
You know what my wife told me? She said your problem is you're too practical. She says I have my expectations are too high for people to do what they should do, for people to do the right thing.
I just said.
So if I'm driving and I'm getting ready to come over and you know your light is there, but you on the right lane and you just jump in front of me, why do I have to slow down? Why shouldn't I just run you into the fucking ditch because you cut in front of me? And then I get a new truck. But you know damn well you could have fucking switched lanes like 3 lights ago.
Queen Mother said, put the cart between you and the person behind you. You wouldn't have that problem. That's thank you for that. That's a very good one. That's why I like Harris Teeter. Because you don't have to deal with that.
But what? Okay, so what?
Over here in Bowie Island.
So what if I just got the little cart, but I got more.
Checkout?
What if but I got more than 10 items though. Me as a listen.
Now, you want to get us some shit? Hold on.
Listen, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
What's pissing me? What will piss me off? If you get your natural bone black ass in that 15 items or less line, you got 30 items. I'm fucking boiling the fucking hiss a fit.
I'm just saying, if I got 11 items.
I almost cussed this lady out one time, like years ago. I was pissed.
And plus, they got them smaller carts too. Man. So that ain't enough space. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, I got a half cart or I got the basket. You still too close. But go ahead with your joke though. You ain't gonna get me today.
All right, so you heard why you not even looking at me, bro? So did you hear Steve Harvey and his daughter Lori Harvey had a fight? They called it a family feud. That was funny. That was funny. That was funny. Please comment if that one was funny. I got one more.
Oh my God.
I got one more.
Just one, dog.
No, I got one more. You gotta do a twofer. What rapper would you find in a toolbox?
I don't know, nigga. Lil Rich.
Plies.
All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up, man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with him, man.
That shit was funny.
Look, man, please share, subscribe, support, Family man. Feud. Tell somebody about it. This nigga telling his jokes, man.
Please do.
We will catch y'all next Monday live. If not, then we'll catch you Tuesday with some pre-recorded shit.
I say Europe.
Have a good night, y'all. Captain out.